Hey everyone, how's it going? The Lazy Wizard here, and today we're back with some more Hogwarts Legacy video talking about fantastic beasts and where we found them. But no, we're not talking about the movies because although I did like the second one and it got a lot of hate for whatever reason, and I can go into it and I can start telling you about how great it was because of all the magic it was finally used.
3 hours later.
And that's why it's not that bad of a movie. But today, again, we're covering fantastic beasts and ones that have already been mentioned, and talk about some other potential ones that we may see, and ones that I would also love to have come to the game. Alright, first up is the website. It talks about the Befriender of Beasts, the one who defies dragons, the Slytherin who soars with hippogriffs, the Gryffindor who grapples with graphorns. I can see they use a nice case of alliteration to get their point across, but again, this appears to be a large part of Hogwarts Legacy and what it's going to be about. So starting off in the trailer, the first beast we see, or actually don't see, are the Thestrals. Now, if you remember, these are the beasts that Harry was able to see his 5th year returning to Hogwarts after he saw Cedric die in the 4th book. But again, these appear to be the beasts that transport the students to Hogwarts, and it'll be awesome to be able to see these again. Or if we maybe witness death during the game, to somehow see these, because these are winged horses. These are actually a mythical creature that is found in Harry Potter, and this is just one type of them. And so it'd be awesome that if we can, it says that only experienced wizards should try to tame these ones, but it'd be awesome to again try to work with those if we can, but I'm not too worried if we don't. The next up, we have a barn owl and house cat, 2 of your 3 common options that are brought to Hogwarts as your pet. It's just nice to see a different house cat other than Crookshanks, but how cool would it be if we could choose a different animal or be able to find one of those uncommon animals that we would like to bring, like a ferret or a toad. I think it'd be awesome if we again have that kind of freedom to discover and find animals that we want to bring, or to kind of like find a pet, maybe just like a street animal, and be able to bring it into Hogwarts with us. Now, I think they hid a small detail in the trailer that reveals there might be a Manticore in the game. And so Manticore, again, is a dangerous Greek beast with the head of a man, the body of a lion, and the tail of a scorpion. Super creepy. But if you zoom in or try to get a closer look at this detail on this bottle here, I believe is from our potions teacher, it looks, what I would guess, is a Manticore. That looks like a scorpion tail with a lion body and kind of hard to see the face. But I think this is going to be something that we can find in the game, and this is a Manticore's poison. And so he bottled it, he captured one, he killed one, whatever he had to do to get it. He let his friend get stung and then drew the poison out. But this appears to be a potion or a ingredient that he's showing everybody, and that's going to be like the first day of class where he like stuns everyone, similar to Mad-Eye Moody when he stunned everybody with all those forbidden spells. So I think this is going to be a super cool detail. I wonder if that's what you guys think it is. Let me know what you guys think it is. I really want to, again, find out. And if this is in the game, I'm super excited to fight one or to, again, explore that. But here we have the Mooncalf, which is a shy beast and only comes out during a full moon. And they actually are what causes crop circles to muggles. And they dance in the moonlight, and what they actually do, they actually have some properties that are actually pretty important for potion making. It says that if you harvest their poop or their dung before the sun comes out, then it allows you to grow plants faster. So that's the property that it has. Not for potions. Who wants to put poop in potions? That'd be gross. But that'd be sweet if that was details in the game where at nighttime we can go find some mooncalves, feed them, and then pick up their poop and then go grow some plants and stuff. Okay, alright, here we have a Bogart. This is something that you guys should be familiar with. It's a shape-shifting being that takes a lot of forms. It actually takes the form of your biggest fear. For me, that would be being alone forever. Just messing. So it first takes the form of what looks to be a mirror. Is that the mirror of Erased? It's desired spelled backwards. But was this like Dumbledore's Bogart? That's just weird that they have that detail in there that's a mirror. And then it becomes a mechanical Death Eater, which is actually a thing that wizards use to practice defenses against the dark arts. So It's a weird transition to see those two biggest fears, and who fears like a dummy. But so that's just a little detail that I'm just wondering why that Bogart is taking those weird forms. And I wonder how it's going to take form for our character. Like, do they somehow know what we are afraid of when we fight those? But either way, you can get rid of a Bogart with a ridiculous charm. So it's glad to see that spell going to be coming up. Okay, and then we have this clip of, I believe what these are hippogriffs. Now, my first instinct says that they're hippogriffs, but we also know that winged horses are part of Harry Potter in that magical world. But I can't really make out the front hoofs or the front features of this animal. So I'm guessing it's a hippogriff. Again, that's what going back to their website, talking about soaring with hippogriffs. I'm guessing it's a hippogriff, but it would be cool if we can also choose between that and like a winged horse other than a thestral and stuff. But again, those are going to be pretty cool to be able to soar around the map and fly with a hippogriff. I wonder if there's different types or how hard they are to tame. Next, we have an inferi. Now, I'm not sure if this next one meets the definition of a beast, but I thought it was definitely worth mentioning. It's also like known as an inferus, depending on like the plural form. This is the Walking Dead. So it's used by dark wizards to charm the dead to basically do their bidding. And they're afraid of fire. We saw them in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, but it's just cool to see those. Then we got this angry looking troll. He must be pretty excited about something. I'll be super excited to be able to fight one of those. Then we got some awesome footage of some students interacting with a graphorn. Now these are extremely dangerous creatures that are found in mountainous regions of Europe. Their horns can be used in potions, and their hide repels most spells. So these are definitely going to be difficult. I bet we'll have to subdue these guys through dodging and like either through exhaustion or through some kind of food or befriending them some way. But it definitely looks like they can be friends. And Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them does mention that trolls are found riding these sometimes, like mountain trolls. How hilarious and awesome would it be if we find them riding each other, or like the troll riding a graphorn and we have to fight the troll off, or like get our own graphorn and then have some kind of battle that way. That would be so cool. Again, I don't think it's going to do that, but it'd be pretty sweet if it did. Then we get to see what it means to defy dragons. I read through Fantastic Beasts again, but I was not sure if I was able to determine what dragon this was. It didn't quite match any of the definitions I saw, but it definitely looks like they are going to be either an obstacle or something we have to overcome throughout the game. Who knows, maybe we'll get to ride one like Harry and Hermione did, but dragons are awesome and terrifying, and we definitely see some good footage of one here. Lastly, we see an acromantula, or a giant spider. I bet these are going to be pretty common, and we'll have to kill a lot of these guys, and I'm sure they're going to be in caves and everywhere else and in the forest. But hopefully none of you guys have arachnophobia and are afraid of spiders, because these are going to be some big ones. Overall, I think they have teased us with some really good ones, but I bet they have some other ones in store for us that they haven't showed us, and I'm super excited to find out what those are. But now I want to show you guys, or share with you guys, what I believe should be some pretty fun beasts to have in the game. First is the gnome. Now, I want these little guys to return because there was a mini game in the second Harry Potter game, the Chamber of Secrets. If you guys are old enough to play that game, I'll actually share a clip here. But these guys were so funny, and it was just so fun just to like stun these guys and then throw them out of the garden and help the Weasleys out that way. But again, it'll be so fun just to have these guys like scattered throughout the map where they're just kind of like a little obstacle that you can tease, or you can like just stun and run around. Second is a demigeist. This one actually has been seen in the Fantastic Beasts movies. I want this to be a fun animal that we have to sneak up on or are hard to capture or find just because of their ability to turn invisible. I bet it'll be pretty cool to have one of those like spot you and then turn invisible, and then you have to basically try to like sneak through or sneak up on it. So I think that could be an animal that we could have or should have. Third is a niffler. This is a fan favorite from the movies. And I bet they can incorporate these around the game where if you feed one, it'll help you find some treasure that'll run around and find all the gold you need. And then you can like stun it and like shake it and get the gold out of it or something. Or you can do a trade or work with it somehow. But kind of like in Breath of the Wild, where if you fed dogs, they like led you to Trevor. Or not led you to Trevor. Who's Trevor? Or they lead you to treasure. And so that'd be so cool if these guys were like one of those. Next, we have a billywig. These can easily be a common beast that we find in the open. Since they are so fast and hard to see, maybe we could need to do like a slowing spell on them before we can catch them. It would be really cool if they were in the game, if you got stung by one and you started to levitate, because that's like one of the side effects by their stings. So it would be nice to have that kind of detail in the game. Just to have like if you actually got stung or you actually started levitating and it could do some damage, but not too much. And then a Hippogriff. These could absolutely be a super fun thing that we find in the map. It's just a rock-looking demon kid that will attack you if he follows you too long. Like, these are known to attack and actually eat people sometimes. And so this would be actually a pretty cool one, just as like run past a rock and then it starts to follow you and then you have to like defend yourself. So I think this would be a super fun and kind of creepy one to incorporate. The next one, this one, now I would like to have more challenging ones. Now this is a dangerous one that you have to fight, is a lethifold. These are creepy creatures that stalk you at night. This would be a really fun one to incorporate into the game during nighttime. So we always have to like be on our toes while we're exploring at night, because these can attack you or pop up. And so this would be really cool just to see those come up, and then you can use like some light spells or some like, who knows, like knocks or something to scare them back. All right, another one I would like to see is a sphinx. Now this could be hidden in like a very secret spot or a really difficult spot to get to, just because they are kind of like a dangerous animal. But it'd be so fun to be able to like encounter a sphinx and have to answer one of their riddles. It'd be really cool if you could progress through the game and eventually learn enough to find out where the answer is, or find out what you need to know to solve this riddle. And it'd be just a really good way to incorporate, again, another mythical creature that we've read in the books but haven't really seen manifest yet in a game or a movie. So I think that'd be pretty fun, and it could be guarding like an expensive treasure or item that we really want. Last is the Chimera. How cool would it be to go face to face with this mythical creature? It would be extremely challenging and maybe even impossible, but it would be super cool to be able to fight something that scary and really challenging. I know the dragon's also really tough, but I feel like the dragon is something we're more avoiding. But what if we could have to actually like fight to like death kind of thing, and actually have to fight one of these? I really hope this game isn't easy. Like, I want it to be difficult. I want to die a lot. I want to get hurt a lot. And so I want it to be challenging yet fun and rewarding. So that would be super rewarding to be able to find one of these beasts and fight it. But these are definitely the fantastic beasts that I would love to see in Hogwarts Legacy. Go ahead and comment which ones you would love to see and what you want incorporated in the game and how you'd want it incorporated. If you want to see more Hogwarts Legacy content or want to talk more about the game, I definitely want to hear from you guys. I would love to, again, share ideas and get excited about what we can be able to experience in this game. So go ahead and follow any of my social platforms down below, and I'll go ahead and I'll always respond to you guys. So feel free to always reach out and talk to me or leave a comment down below, because I'm definitely hyped for this game. And so love to hear from you guys. But again, thank you and keep it real.